Hello, and welcome to another session of Therapy Sessions, where we dive deep into real challenges many adults face and how to overcome them, mind, body, and soul. Today, we're talking about a health condition that nearly half of adults in the U.S. silently struggle with: high cholesterol. It's often overlooked because it doesn't show symptoms until it's too late. But make no mistake, high cholesterol significantly increases your risk for heart disease, stroke, and other complications. Let me introduce you to John, 62 years old, retired engineer, and like many of you, he thought he was just fine until he wasn't.
Hi, I'm John. I never really thought about cholesterol. I didn't even know my numbers. I felt healthy. I walked my dog every day, didn't feel out of breath, and sure, I enjoyed a good burger once in a while. Okay, maybe more than once. I had my routine physical, and the doctor called me back a few days later. My LDL cholesterol was dangerously high. He said I was at risk of a heart attack. I was shocked. I thought cholesterol problems were for people who didn't exercise at all or ate junk 24/7. But I learned the hard way that it creeps up silently.
John's story isn't rare. What's powerful about it is how he responded. He took control, and that's what we're here to talk about today: how you can manage your cholesterol before it manages you.
The first thing I did, I started reading labels. I had no clue how much hidden cholesterol is in packaged food, even things that look healthy. I also met with a nutritionist who helped me make swaps, like using olive oil instead of butter, adding oats and flaxseed to my breakfast, and cutting back on red meat. And exercise, I stepped it up. I committed to 30 minutes of walking every day, sometimes more, and I started biking again on weekends. Not to lose weight, not to punish myself, just to move more. And yes, I did end up taking a statin, but it wasn't the only thing that worked. My lifestyle changes made the medication more effective.
What John did was shift from passive to proactive, and that's the key. You don't have to become a marathon runner, but small, consistent changes make a difference. Start by checking your cholesterol levels. If you haven't had a test in over a year, now's the time. Second, cut back on saturated fats, fried foods, and trans fats. Fill your plate with colorful veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains. And third, don't underestimate movement. Even light activity, walking the dog, dancing in the kitchen, gardening, adds up.
I won't say it was easy, but I will say this. 6 months after my diagnosis, my numbers dropped. My doctor smiled at me for the first time in a long time. And honestly, I feel better. More energy, better sleep, and peace of mind.
High cholesterol doesn't have to define your future. Just like John, you can take steps toward a healthier, stronger you, starting today. Because the best gift you can give your family is your health. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a reminder to check their heart health. And remember, you are never too old to choose change. See you in our next session.